I'm Michael Leahy, and I'm the founder and executive director of Brave Hearts. We're a ministry based out of Atlanta, Georgia, and our mission is to lead people to freedom from habitual sexual sin, and we do that through a faith-based recovery program that I've developed, which is mentoring-centric or mentoring-based. So we talk about sexual integrity discipleship as we help people, men especially, get set free from this addiction. Yeah, mentoring means a lot of things to a lot of different people. So the way that we use it in Brave Hearts to help men is there's a couple different areas or ways. Number one is one-on-one mentoring. And that is a relationship that I like to describe going deep and long with someone. So typically a person will come to me for help saying that they're struggling, they're looking for freedom, they realize they can't do it themselves. And so I'll typically we'll set up times to meet once a week. And I very quickly started getting requests from all over the country, so I started using the phone and video conferencing to do that. So we'll typically meet for about an hour a week. And in between our appointments, what they'll do is they'll have some curriculum, some lessons that they need to read that are all part of the learning process of what sexual addiction looks like or what sexual integrity looks like, per se. So they'll have about an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of homework a week. And what we do in our meeting, our 1 hour meeting, is first they check in with me. So they go through answering a series of questions that I have on a worksheet for them, mostly related to their level of struggle that past week with sexual temptation and sexual sin. So it's kind of comes out of the 12-step world of checking in. I also do group mentoring. And group mentoring is very different. In group mentoring, I'm more the teacher. And it's discussion-based, but we usually have anywhere from 4 or 5 to 15 or 20 people on a video conference at one time. It's really exciting to have people from all over the country and sometimes all over the world in on these. And we don't do the checking in time because we don't have enough time to go through that, but I actually have them break down into teams outside of our group mentoring time, where small teams of 6 to 8, where they meet with each other on a regular basis for about a half hour to be able to check in with each other for the accountability. So that means that in my group mentoring sessions, I can totally focus on the teaching, and I usually try to limit the teaching and spend most of the time in discussion. I want to get them talking. I want to get them, sharing their experiences. Because one of the things that is really key to getting healthy after you've been struggling with this for a long time is connecting with others, where you know that you're not being judged, you're not being condemned, and these are guys that are experiencing similar things that you've experienced. So there's a very freeing sense of, this is a safe place, I can say whatever I want to say, I moderate it to make sure it stays, within boundaries. And the guys grow over time as a community. The typical length is about 18 months, but before they feel like they've grown enough, and then they kind of move on, because some can't afford to continue to do that. But so that's the way I do mentoring. Other people have different approaches to mentoring, but for recovery especially, I find that that's a good combination. That's what I've come up with after doing this for about 6 years.